would love to have a nice Jewish wedding, and Joe, I think Joe's up for it, so I'd love to get married under a chuppah and break the glass and get carried on a chair. I've always wanted that, you know, and they're just like, yeah!
Is this something we should know?
Yeah.
No, oh no, nothing's happening yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can we be the first to know?
Of course you'll be the first to know.
Brilliant.
On my wedding day, remember, Mark was a bit late and I was outside having a look to see where he was.
He was late, that's not good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not good.
Then the car pulled up. He fell out of the car, literally sweating. He had a pink shirt. It was all like wet around here, like wild-eyed. And out of the other door came his ex. Oh. She'd come in the car with him because we'd all been at the house first and her car hadn't turned up. So she travelled in the same, these lovely big wedding car that I'd done as a surprise for him. And she arrived at the church with him.
So how did you feel about that? I would be furious.
Well, poor man was so beside himself that all I felt was sorry for him, because I knew that it hadn't been like, oh, I want my ex in the car with me, but I think she'd had a couple of drinks and sort of got in the car. And so he was like, he came up going, it's nothing to do with me.
But I've had cold feet, but after the wedding. I've had it twice. Once, my second wedding, I really, really adored my husband. We lived together for 2 years. And then I think the wedding was just an excuse for a really, really good party. We had an excellent party, loads of friends came, had a fantastic time. And I got up the next morning and washed the kitchen floor, and actually he took a great photo of me washing the kitchen floor. And I turned to him and I went, well, that was a mistake.
We're laughing and applauding. This is the day after your wedding. What did he say?
Yes, within 24 hours, he went, I agree.
Mine and Pete's wedding cost more than that. But
more than 250,000?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
It was just under $1 million. But we did it with OK Mag, so basically our fee paid for the wedding. But when I look back at it, I didn't enjoy the day. One, I had postnatal depression. Because we did it for a magazine, I wasn't allowed to be in certain places in case someone got a picture. And it was that extravagant. I remember, like, Swarovski crystals, I like making things. And to go to a shop just to buy a packet's like £45. But I just remember people going around with buckets of Swarovski, just going like that, on the tables.
You had a carriage as well.
Is that the pink carriage?
Yeah, we had the carriage, we had a tunnel from the... It's Highclere we got married. From a tunnel... You know, special lighting, pink carpet. I mean, what
you had
we
to be
did
hidden.
not. Oh, it was ridiculous.
Were you glad you spent that kind of money?
I didn't see it all. I was, you know, and then you have to do photos for the magazine. I actually did not see all the wedding.
You didn't really enjoy it at all?
No. I've made that clear. I enjoyed married here. I enjoyed marrying him, but the wedding, I didn't get to enjoy it.
Did you get stressed on your wedding day?
No, I didn't get stressed at all, actually, because someone did organise mine. And people going, oh, what are your flowers like? And this was the night before. I was like, I don't know. Someone chose them. The only thing I obviously wanted to choose myself was the dress, but everything else, I just trusted, you know, my friends that were doing it, and I enjoyed every single minute of it. There was nothing I would have changed. But obviously, like any wedding, you know, you get the odd guest that, you know, there was one guest in particular by 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening was absolutely blotto.
Oh, no.
And I remember my mother-in-law, who was, I think, 87 or something at the time, and she's got a walking stick, you know, and she's really enjoying herself, and this person decided she was going to jive with her by grabbing the walking stick and dragging her onto the dance floor. So we had to kind of very graciously put her in a taxi home. Not the mother-in-law, the guest.
Not the girl.
And yeah, so I mean,
the
there's
worst
always
thing that happens on your wedding
yeah,
day.
yeah, and she wasn't like aggressively drunk. She was just so drunk she couldn't see. And what she did was they kept ordering a cab, and she wouldn't get in it. So then the cab service that we'd booked to take guests from the venue to wherever they wanted to go decided they weren't sending any more cabs because this drunk person kept ordering them and saying, I don't want you. Yeah, there was a lock-in. It was great. I was up till 5. It was brilliant.
My own sister didn't want me to be bridesmaid at her wedding, and my sister, it's all right, I got over it. I mean, the thing is, my sister wanted a wedding in a church with the veil, the dress and everything else. What she didn't want was Janet walking up the aisle behind her in a kind of, you know, bridesmaid's dress. So my mother went, she doesn't want you to be a bridesmaid. I thought, fair enough. So I wore a Sandra Rhodes couture outfit, where it was a long, you know, coat, And in the wedding photos, I wish I could show them. I can't find them.
You stood out, Janet.
Yeah, my sister, her husband, she's looking really nice in the frock, and he's got the nice suit on. Mum and Dad, in-laws. Oh, who's this Martian? Get on the end, standing there going.
First thing I said to him was, "You look a bit rough," because we did the traditional thing of staying in different places. He was in a hotel down the road with my mum, the kids, blah blah blah. I'm telling this very quickly. About early hours of the morning, fire alarms went off, and they didn't have any dressing gowns, so he's literally like in the foyer with a flannel. And fire alarms went off.
Towel.
And yet she married him. Yes. Fire alarm went off, and the guy behind the reception, he was... my mum and the kids were in the hotel somewhere, and my husband couldn't remember their room number. He was like, "Give me the room number, give me the..." No, into the car park, that's the drill. "Is it a fire? Give me the room... I need to know where my kids are." No, into the... Anyway, kicked off. You know those letter racks on a... thing with, like...
The leaflet thing.
Yeah. He threw it. Anyway, so
At the man or on the floor?
No, just on the floor. So that was that. Anyway, it was all fine. It was a false alarm. He went back to bed. About an hour later, 4 policemen arrested, thrown in a cell.
Oh. With the flannel.
And he said, "I could..."
With the
in early hours of the morning, he said, "I could hear a milk float going outside the window." And he said, "I was banging on the cell door going, 'Let me out, I'm getting married.'" And they're like, "They all say that." Half an hour before the ceremony, so needless to say, he looked terrible. And I thought he'd just been, had a bit of a night, but told me on the way to the reception, "Actually, I got arrested, but don't tell my mother."
I think all of us have had the wedding hairdo. No. The hair, well, you haven't. You've got it to come. You've got to look forward to. Where I know Katie and I talked about it earlier. On the wedding day, for some reason, really strong-willed women like us allow a hairdresser to put something on our heads that we will never wear again. And you walk down the aisle, even me, and the blokes at the other end of the aisle and think, "Who's this that?" And then you look back at the photos and you think, "What happened?"
What is it about... see, I never wear my hair up because I don't like my ears. I had an updo. Had an updo on the wedding day. Where's mine? There's me. Yeah, I got a little updo, but I would never wear my hair like that normally. It's funny, isn't it?
What happened? You just got persuaded?
I just got persuaded. Well, you know, it kind of went with the dress. There were about 800 hair grips in there. And when I took it out in the evening, Eamon had fallen asleep, and my hair, it was like clunk, 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 and it was standing on end. It had been backcombed to, like, out here. It was hilarious.
In her wedding dress, please welcome back Nadia!
My gusset is flapping against my because I couldn't get it flat.
One thing that's spoiling it is just that microphone thing. Let me
smell of my loft.
Come on, let's have
Absolutely fabulous. Totally over the 12. Come on.
When did you last wear that one? How long ago did you last wear that?
That has been in the lot. Well, 14 years ago. Yeah.
Can I just tell everyone how it's been in the loft? Because this is the bag that Nadia brought this dress in today. We thought it was a sleeping bag that she brought in with her, and actually the wedding dress was rammed in there.
Crumbled up, and the smell of it. Honestly, I think there's a mouse
Never mind
living.
all of that. You must feel incredible that 14 years and 2 kids later, you are fitting into your wedding dress.
Not great news on that one. I was pregnant at the time.